There is some weakness spilling over, and that's in the sort of consumer goods side and retail sales, as we saw it just in the UK earlier, that weakness there. So that is hitting some manufacturers and other things. Obviously, if you're making trains or planes at the moment, you're having a rough time. But on the other hand, there's a lot of activity picking up around the world at the moment, which is benefiting exporters. There's a big demand increase now for things like business equipment, especially over in Asia and indeed in the US. That's obviously benefiting Germany. Super numbers out of German manufacturing today. A real surge there in demand, led by those export markets, and that's what's driving this, and that's what's making a huge difference to the earlier lockdowns. This time, factories aren't closing. Globally, there is demand and it's rising, and that's helping to offset some of the service sector weakness which we've seen today.
And let's just talk a little bit more about the manufacturing numbers. Actually, how much of that strength is from a pickup in volume versus a pickup in prices?
Yeah, no, so the PMI headline numbers for output and orders are, the question is asked, what's the volume? How many units did you make or sell this month compared to the prior month? So those are volume numbers. So those are very strong increases. But as you rightly point out, there's a lot of price increase going on here as well. These are some strong numbers, and this is companies passing through higher costs to their end users. Obviously, the big question here is whether this spills over into the retail markets, the consumers, whether there's the demand there on the high street, as it were, although it's obviously online now, whether that demand is strong enough to lead to consumer price inflation rising. But when you look at some of these numbers, the manufacturing input price rises you've got, which is like the highest for 10 years at the moment, feeding through to higher selling prices. And normally, there's a bit of a lag here, but normally that would feed through to CPI around the sort of 2% mark. So quite a strong inflationary pressure through the pipeline there.